Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. In today's video we are going to learn about the shape of molecule in which the central atom is going to have at least one lone pair of electron. In the previous video we learnt about the shape of molecules which had no lone pair of electrons in it, and all that because of the electron pairs present in the valence shell and the repulsion between those two electron pairs. Before starting this particular topic, one thing we have to refresh from the previous video is there are two types of electrons in the valence shell, non-bonding electrons and bonding electrons. Bonding electrons are said to be as bonding pair and non-bonding electrons are called as lone pair. And further we come across that lone pair repulsion is greater than lone pair bond pair repulsion, which is greater than bond pair repulsion. This is what we have learnt in that particular video. So therefore, remember that lone pair repulsion is greater than lone pair, which is greater than bond pair repulsion. Now, let us discuss certain molecules which has at least one lone pair of electrons on the central atom present in it. Okay. So now, for the first type of AB2. In the previous video, we come across the shape AB2 molecule where it did not have any lone pair of electron. Here clearly this E denotes that there is a presence of lone pair of electron. And if you consider for this AB2 type of molecule, there are two bonding pair electrons and one lone pair electron. So now for the shape of the actual AB2 molecule, which was linear as like this, and since the bond pair repulsion is just the case possible here, there are two bond pair electrons and these are present exactly at the maximum difference, that is of 180 degree. Now the inclusion of lone pair of electrons on this atom makes sure that these two bonds are not attracted towards the lone pair. They have to be maximum repelled from the lone pair, because in this case we have a lone pair and a bond pair situation. We have a lone pair and a bond pair situation, and further we know that lone pair bond pair repulsion should be much more greater than the bond pair repulsion. Therefore, instead of forming a AB2 linear geometry, AB2 with a lone pair of electron forms a trigonal planar geometry such as like this. So this is the lone pair of electron orbital, and B, which were present on the linear with 180 degree bond angle, was formed to have a bond angle of 120 degree. The initial AB2 molecule, which was linear with no lone pair of electrons, was 120 to 180 degree apart from one another. But the bond angle of AB2 molecule with one lone pair of electron is found to be a trigonal planar geometry, which is also called the bent shape. Instead of calling, even though this is of the form of 120 degree, that is of a bent shape, what we observe over here is this bent shape is not a trigonal geometry because there are just two bonds. This is the lone pair electron cloud which is pushing those two bonds. Therefore, this particular shape is called the bent V shape or inverted V shape. This particular shape is called bent shape or inverted V shape. Bent shape. Okay. So this particular AB2E molecule has a bent shape. Next, for the molecule of type AB3E. Now, if you just consider AB3 molecule which was supposed to have a trigonal planar geometry, but this particular AB3E molecule will be having trigonal pyramidal geometry. Now for this particular example of AB2E, we have an example of SO2. If you consider this particular molecule, we have SO2 as an example. Okay, SO2 can be taken as an example for this particular bent shape. Now for the AB3E type of molecule, if you consider for the AB3 structure, AB3 which was trigonal planar, where AB bond angle was 120 degree in case of no lone pair of electron, what happens here is, if you consider this particular AB3 molecule and has a lone pair of electron present in it, what happens is, if you consider the lone pair of electrons present above this plane, this lone pair of electron pushes those three bonds away from it, just like what happened over here. Here this was just two bonds. Now in this case it is three bonds. Therefore, if you consider this as the shape of three, D atoms, what happens is these three bonds will be bent towards the downward side, just like a pyramid, and the lone pair of electron will be present above the central atom. So this will be a trigonal based pyramid. Okay. Particular example for this compound is ammonia. So where ammonia has 3 hydrogen present in this kind of geometry with the lone pair of electrons at this particular position. If you just join these 3 points, what happens is it is nothing but a trigonal based pyramid. Usually pyramids have 4 bases. Now this will be a trigonal based pyramid. Okay. Shape of this particular molecule is trigonal pyramid. Shape of this AB3E molecule is trigonal pyramid shape. That is like this. B, B, B. Lone pair of electron. Shape is trigonal pyramidal. Trigonal pyramidal. Example, ammonia, where nitrogen has 1 lone pair of electron. Next, for the type of AB2E2. AB2E2 usually carries a tetrahedral geometry. In the previous case of this AB2E, there was just 1 lone pair of electron. Now in this case we have 2 lone pair of electron. Therefore, AB2E forms a tetrahedral geometry such as like this. Okay, where this E nothing but the lone pair of electron. And further, usually what we know is, if a compound is of a tetrahedral geometry, the bond angle should be 109 degree, now 28 minutes. Since there is 2 lone pair of electron and we further know lone pair repulsion is much more greater, therefore the bond angle between these 2 B atoms will be 104 degree. Instead of actual 109 degree, the bond angle between those 2 BB atoms will be 104 degree than that of the actual 109 degree. This particular geometry is tetrahedral, and example for this compound is water, where oxygen carries 2 lone pair of electrons in it. Okay. Next, for the type of AB4E, where the geometry will be of the type, usually if you consider AB4E as AB5 molecule, it should be having trigonal bipyramidal, right? Trigonal bipyramidal as of such as like this. Trigonal bipyramidal shape. Now in this particular 1B position, we are going to replace it with E. That is nothing but the lone pair of electron. This particular geometry of AB4E is called seesaw geometry. Seesaw geometry. If you just observe this and if you write it in a right angle direction, so this will be the stand of the seesaw and this will be the seesaw. B and B, B and B. Okay. So this particular geometry is nothing but the seesaw type of a geometry, which is of the compound of type AB4E. Next, we are going to discuss about the new type, that is AB3E2. Next type of geometry is AB3E2. Next will be of the type AB3E2. Now AB3E2 molecule has 3 bonding pair electron and 2 lone pair of electron. If you just consider AB3E2, that will be of the type T. That is just as similar to the square trigonal bipyramidal geometry of A with 3B in the equatorial position, 2B at the axial position, 2 B's at the axial position. But what happens here is, instead of replacing the bonding pair at the axial position which has a bond angle of 90 degree. So if you consider these two bonds are of angle 90 degree, but these 2 bonds are of the angle 120 degree. Therefore, since we know this lone pair of electrons should be placed as far as away from each other, the lone pair of electrons will be replaced at this particular position instead of the axial position. Axial nothing but the vertical positions. Okay. Instead of replacing the bonding pair electrons by valence lone pair of electrons at the axial position, since the bond angle in this particular equatorial position is 120 degree, lone pair of electrons will be present at the equatorial position. So therefore, if you write down its geometry, actually what it will be like is lone pair of electrons here in this angle and a lone pair of electrons in this angle. If you observe this geometry and tilt it on one side, this will be of this like. Therefore, this particular geometry is of the type T-shaped geometry. This is a T-shaped geometry. Next is AB5, which has 5 bonding pair electron and 1 lone pair electron, AB5E. That will be of the geometry of AB6, that is nothing but octahedral geometry, where one bonding pair will be replaced by a lone pair of electron, and further, because this lone pair of electron pushes the other two elements in the opposite direction, pushes the other orbitals in the opposite direction, we could usually assume that this molecule should be forming a different kind of a geometry. But what happens over here is, when this, if you replace the lone pair of electrons at this particular position, in this particular geometry, when you replace one of the bonding pair with a lone pair of electron, it gives us AB5E type of geometry. And this lone pair of electron, while it was pushing these all 4 bonding pair electron, what happens here is, the amount of repulsion between this lone pair and the 4 bond pair electron will just be nullified by the 4 bonding pair electron. Therefore, instead of these 4 bonding pair being pushed away from the lone pair, what happens is A will be pushed a bit upwards. Okay, if you consider this as the plane, and A is at the center, we have 4 borons, 4 B atoms at 4 positions of the equatorial, 1 B at the top and 1 lone pair of electron at the bottom. Instead of pushing these 4 away, then what happens is A will be coming down, right? Instead of A being coming down because of the repulsion between lone pair of electrons and the bond pair electrons, what we observe is A will be pushed upwards, giving us square pyramidal geometry. That means these 4 borons will be in the same plane, but the particular A will not be in the same plane as of those 4 B atoms. Okay, these 4 B will be in the same plane, but this particular A, which was supposed to be in the same plane of the octahedral complex, will not be in the same plane as of this 4B. That is, it will be just slightly pushed bit upwards. Okay, that is what we find in the AB5E type of molecule. And next, for the AB4 type of molecule, we have 4 bonding pair and 2 lone pair, AB4E2. In this particular case, we have 2 lone pair of electrons present at the axial position. Since we just can't use them as the octahedral compound, what we observe over here is the lone pair repulsion is clearly equal on up and down. Therefore, this particular 4B will be in the same plane, giving us square planar geometry. Okay, so this is all about the shapes of orbit molecules which have a lone pair of electron, and the reason for them, which I have explained already. Since there is a lone pair repulsion usually causing a difference, the lone pair bond pair and bond pair repulsion, which usually we find in compounds which have lone pair and bond pair both, what happens is the bond pair repulsion will be easily overcome by the lone pair repulsion. Therefore, instead of forming an actual geometry of what we have found in those compounds which have no lone pair of electron, will be slightly altered if a compound has a lone pair of electron. Like for example, if you consider for the AB2 molecule, if it has no lone pair, it gives us linear geometry. If it has no lone pair, it gives us linear geometry. If it has one lone pair, it gives us bent shape. If it has 2 lone pair, it gives us tetrahedral geometry, right? So, as we increase the lone pair of electrons in a given compound, the geometry varies. Okay, the reason because here is the bond pair repulsion is much more smaller than the lone pair and lone pair bond pair repulsion. Okay, lone pair repulsion is much more greater than lone pair bond pair, which is greater than the bond pair repulsion. Therefore, the presence of lone pair electron completely alters the geometry of certain molecules which have lone pair of electrons in the central atom. Okay, this is all about the shapes. In the next class, we will discuss about valence bond theory and its particular applications. If you have understood the concepts which I explained, please do subscribe to my channel and share this video among your friends. Thank you for watching.